Hey everybody, Michael Launder here. Have I got an interview for you? All the way from Enniskillen in the north of Ireland. Put your hands together for Nathan Carter on Ireland with Michael. Nathan Carter, how are you?
I'm very good. Yeah, lovely day here in Enniskillen in County Fermanagh. The sun is out and we're making the most of this glorious weather.
I am 5,000 miles away and I can only kind of imagine what it's like. I'm fierce homesick at the moment, but I'm also from the southeast of Ireland and it's a world away from where you are. And I've really could you geographically tell me exactly where you are?
Yeah, so basically I'm based in the north of Ireland, right smack in the middle really, next to County Tyrone. But Fermanagh, where I live, borders Donegal, it borders Cavan, but very much in the north centre of the island of Ireland.
Aren't you, you're very close to some lakes, am I right?
Yes, Fermanagh is famous for Lough Erne, which is a huge lake that runs right through the whole of Fermanagh, continues down to Cavan, and then it changes names, but it can end up right at the bottom near Limerick. It takes about 2 weeks to get down there on a boat, even though it's not that far. To drive it would only take 3 hours, but it can take 2 weeks with all the different locks and the gates that you have to stop at and so on. But yeah, lovely bit of waterway. And thankfully I get to spend a bit of time on it during the summer.
All right. So you like boating as well then? So I was raised on the water, but it was kind of trawlers and sailboats. But I guess you have a different type of boating up there.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a wildcat when it comes to the water. I love speed and I love water skiing, water sports in general. And I own a speedboat, so I go out and I do water skiing, I do mono skiing, wakeboarding, and we call them a donut. I guess you guys call them a ring.
Donut, yeah.
Attach it to the back. And we have fun on that, myself and my friends and the family.
So tell me about your career. I started hearing about this chap called Nathan Carter about 6 or 7 years ago, and I remember playing some of your music, and as soon as I heard it and I saw a video of you in action on stage, I said, here's a star, if ever there was one. And lo and behold, for sure, it all happened. Tell us all about the past 5 or 6 years then.
Well, I appreciate that for a start. I left school at 16 to go and gig around the pubs and the Irish pubs and the Irish bars in the northwest of England. I lived in Liverpool. I grew up in Liverpool. Well, my family originated from Northern Ireland, so I grew up with a lot of Irish music. Probably my friends at school thought I was pretty uncool singing all these Irish songs growing up. But I always loved Irish music, and I was surrounded by country music as well. My granddad was a huge fan of Johnny Cash and Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers, all those great country singers. So that was my musical background growing up. And then I started gigging, as I say, from 16 onwards and started a band. I moved to Ireland then full-time when I was 19. And I haven't stopped gigging really since, which has been the last 10 years. I'm going to be 30 years old in a couple of weeks' time.
Angel.
And so I'm getting old for sure. But I've always loved gigging, love music, and I've managed to record quite a number of albums over the last few years, some which have done extremely well, and I've been very lucky with the fan base that's built up. They buy a lot of the merchandise and the music, and thankfully the songs have done well, and the concerts are going really good, and I do a lot of touring in Ireland, in the UK, and my focus now is to get over to the US and do more gigging as much as I can in America.
Yeah, I want to see you on stage over here. And I know there's a plan for that in over the next year or two. You might be one of the hardest working people that I know. I love that about you, Nathan. However, you're in ISO now in your home and you're looking for projects. What do you miss most about work? And also, is there a place that you just would love to leave the house to go to right
now? The last couple of months have been pretty tough, because I've never been at home for this length of time ever since I was a baby, probably. As you know, I do 140, 150 gigs a year, and we do a lot of traveling. I spend a lot of time on the road, but I love it. I get up in the morning to sing and to do music, and that's what I as I say, that's what I get up in the morning to do. I love it. So I do miss that terribly, and I miss meeting people at the gigs. I miss the band. I missed the live music. For me, I do enjoy recording music, but for me, the live thing is what I actually love doing, and to perform on stage and to see the reaction and the rapport between myself and the band and the paying audience is what I love. So that probably the gigs is the main thing I miss. I do miss as well being able to travel the length and breadth of Ireland. We're not allowed to move that far at the minute. The restrictions have been lifted to 5 kilometres right now at the minute. So I miss being able to travel to different counties and to go to the beach, Donegal, Rosnalla Beach is only an hour up the road from me. I go there, once a month and go on walks up and down the beaches and the sand dunes and go on the sea. Now the sea is very cold, so you've got to be prepared. It wouldn't be like the Mediterranean Sea or over there with you guys in the summer, how warm your water gets. But yeah, I miss going and seeing the lovely places that we're surrounded by here in Ireland. We're so lucky. The green fields, the good weather we get most of the time, and I miss going to the pub as well. I miss a really good pint of Guinness. That's one thing I haven't had.
Me too. Months. Like I'm dreaming about a pint of Guinness. Like I can't wait.
Yeah, I really miss that. Just as well, you know yourself. You go into the local pub. You see the faces that you haven't seen in ages, and just the general chit chat. It's great that we're able to do this via technology, but you can't beat the interaction between people sitting at a bar.
Yeah. So you are there's a plan, I know, to come to the US early next year. What do you love about touring North America? Are the audiences different?
I've done a bit of touring, as you know, in the last couple of years. We did a stint in Branson for a couple of weeks. We've done gigs in Chicago and Boston and New York. Start of this year was one of the only gigs I did this year. My debut in New York. But yeah, I mean, I love going to the States. I love the people. I love their love for music, and especially for Irish music is huge. They really love to hear Celtic music, which for me is what I love singing and what I love to do. I play the accordion, and I've always loved Irish music since I was a kid. So yeah, I mean, the people love the music over there. They're very interested in seeing the Irish acts come over, and I think they're very grateful as well whenever people make the effort to travel from Ireland to come and perform. And I definitely felt that whenever I was over there doing tours, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I love the country. I love traveling around. For me, it's a big adventure. I've never been to half the places that I intend on going on the next tour around North America and further afield. So yeah, as I say, it's a big adventure, and I can't wait till we can get back doing some gigs and touring and meeting new people.
Well, I know for a fact that you're going to be playing a theatre up the road from my house next spring. I look forward to coming to that show and to bringing you out for pints afterwards.
We know where the after party is then. It's only up the road. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Nathan Carter. I'll see you soon.
Thank you so much. All my best to everybody that's watching. Stay safe and all. Keep safe. And we look forward to seeing you maybe on the road soon. All my best from here in Ireland.